Charlie Chaplin once said,
"Nothing is permanent in this wicked world, not even our troubles."
Life is a beautiful thing.
He didn't say that from a mansion or a stage. He said it after living through pain most people couldn't survive. His life began in the shadows, no fame, no fortune, just survival. Yet he became the man who taught the world to smile again. This is not just a story about a comedian. It's about a soul who turned suffering into strength. A boy who faced rejection, hunger, and loneliness, and still believed that joy was possible. Charlie Chaplin was born into a storm. His father left when he was a child. His mother, once a singer, lost her voice, both literally and emotionally. There were nights when the young Charlie wandered the streets of London alone, looking for scraps to eat, shelter to rest, or simply someone who cared. He knew the ache of poverty, the silence of being unseen, and the fear of not knowing what tomorrow would bring. But through it all, there was one thing he never lost: his ability to imagine. Even in the darkest alleys, he'd make faces in broken mirrors and laugh at himself. Not because life was funny, but because laughter was his rebellion. He once said, "To truly laugh, you must be able to take your pain and play with it." That became the foundation of his art, and eventually the foundation of his peace. As he grew, he sought a place to belong, a stage, a moment, a purpose. He knocked on countless theater doors, but few opened. He was too small, too quiet, too different, and yet every rejection only carved him deeper, sharpening the soul behind his humor. When the world said no, he whispered, "I will make them laugh anyway." There's a kind of power in refusing to let the world define you. Chaplin found that power through persistence. He didn't need approval to keep creating. He didn't need perfection to keep believing. Because deep down, he knew the pain that breaks you today can become the art that heals tomorrow. And then came the tramp, a small man with oversized shoes, a bowler hat, a cane, and an eternal smile. To the world, it was comedy. To Chaplin, it was a mirror, showing how fragile, how beautiful, and how absurd life could be. Every stumble, every fall, every grin wasn't just a joke. It was a lesson, a message that said, even the smallest person can carry the biggest heart. When you watch The Tramp, you see more than a character. You see a man who refused to surrender his humanity. He once said, "We think too much and feel too little. More than machinery, we need humanity." Those words are more relevant now than ever. We live in a world chasing success but forgetting compassion, chasing fame but losing connection. Chaplin reminded us, without kindness, success is empty. Without love, laughter means nothing. People often think laughter is light, but laughter, when born from pain, becomes truth. Chaplin knew this deeply. He could make millions smile while holding back tears himself. That's not hypocrisy. That's strength. He showed that you can carry sadness and still shine light. That joy and grief are not opposites. They coexist. He said, "Life is a tragedy when seen in close-up, but a comedy in long shot." What he meant was this: right now, your pain feels overwhelming, but someday, when you step back, you'll see that it shaped you, that it gave your life meaning, that it made your heart softer, wiser, more alive. So don't curse your hardships, honor them, because they are writing your story just as they wrote his. When fame finally found Chaplin, It didn't erase his pain. It only made the silence louder. He was adored by millions, but still haunted by loneliness. He learned that success without peace is just noise. And so, he sought peace the only way he knew, through giving laughter to others. The more he healed people, the more he understood his own wounds. And the deeper his pain became, the more profound his art grew. He turned every heartbreak into humor, every disappointment into philosophy. He reminded the world that laughter was not escape, it was healing. As he grew older, Chaplin once reflected, "You'll find that life is still worthwhile if you just smile." Those words weren't scripted, they were his truth, the conclusion of a lifetime of struggle, forgiveness, and love. So wherever you are today, whatever storm you face, remember this: your troubles are not permanent. Your pain is not your identity. And your smile, that quiet act of defiance, might be the very thing that saves you. This is the Insightful Way TV, where broken souls find strength again.